Somebody from the mountains.
Ok.
Annick. Il y a eu de la neige chez vous aussi?
Oui, il y a eu plus de 20 cm.
Wow, they have 20 centimeters of snow.
Oh.
Yesterday. And look at how people are half naked here in Israel.
Okay, recording is on.
Good, thank you very much. So, you know, I better not start talking because otherwise you don't get to the meditation. So then you know how it is. Try to sit in a comfortable way with a straight back if possible. If it's too, and mute your microphone also, please, because otherwise that will be distracting. Anat, Russo, if you can mute your microphone, thank you very much. Otherwise, Anat will do it. The other Anat will. Yeah, great. No, now you're opening it. Now it's perfect. Thank you. Settle down. And, you know, what we said before about good heart and all this, with this kind of attitude also is so important when you start kind of, okay, now I'm going to meditate, bring a friendly feeling to the meditation. You know, as if you would be seeing a child who usually always does everything wrong, who never does what it's supposed to do, and now it's doing what it's supposed to do. That kind of friendly feeling towards yourself. Soft, open, spacious. And then you connect with your body. Because if you want to develop a good heart, we need to train in awareness, or mindfulness, or whatever you want to call it. Because otherwise, we're not noticing what is going on, and we cannot unlock that goodness that is in us all the time. And we need to be able to take good care of ourselves also, not just of others, because if you're not well, you cannot take care of others. So then, without any fear, without any ifs and buts, just tell yourself, I am a good person. And just allow the feelings, the sensations to be there. If it's shock, if it's fear, if it's openness, if it's warmth, whatever is there, just allow it. This is what we talk about, allowing. When we talk about acceptance, allowing is accepting, allowing whatever is there. Because these emotions of maybe anger, frustration, stress, desire, jealousy, and all this, it's part of our makeup. Don't suppress them. There's no point. And sometimes we can use them. But when they're there, when they are present and we are not aware of them, they take over. This is the problem. So what kind of arises when you just think, I am a good person? And don't listen to when it says, no, it's not true. You've been listening to that for far too long. It's not selfish. It's not naive. It's really, really vital that you start to trust your own goodness. Your human resources that we all have. So think about an act of kindness that you did to somebody else. Not with the feeling, oh, that was too small. Doesn't matter what it was. And again, just allow the feelings to be there. How do you feel when you remember it? And then look at the body again. How does it feel now? Almost all the tensions go. You see, this habit that we have, it has to be better, I'm not good enough, and all this, it makes us so tense and so closed and so narrow. And if you open, it doesn't mean that you don't act then afterwards, but you act in a totally different way. So remember when you had a very good cause and you went for that with enthusiasm, with joy, with compassion, and with wise hope, not with false hope that we are omnipotent like God and we can change the world. We cannot change the world. But with the hope, I'm doing whatever I can. I'm acting. You see, otherwise we kind of keep sitting with our stress and with our frustration. I'm a good person. That's my nature because it feels good when I'm there. May I be able to live it. Not I have to live it. May I be able to live it. That would be wonderful. May I be able to trust that this is my nature, the good, open heart. So then it's, throughout the day, it's really good to always connect to the good. Because we're so concentrated on the negative things. It really depletes our immune system. It makes us more angry, more frustrated, more lost, more helpless, more useless. So think about the person that cares about you. Somebody that sees you. And take in the good feeling of being cared about. When you have a chance to feel seen, listened to, appreciated, liked, valued, or loved. Take a moment to savor this experience, letting it fill your mind, your heart, your body, sinking into it as it sinks into you. If you don't feel anything, that's fine. Don't push, don't get frustrated. Just listen to the words. It's the words, it's the thoughts that will then, with time, create the sensation. Keep thinking about that person that values you, that sees you, that hears you, that loves you. Then recognize goodness in your acts of thought, word, and deed. You see, we always want to act, but sometimes the motivation behind is not so pure. We think about the poor, we think about the black lately, people of color. And we see a lot of injustice. But we don't think about the people who create the whole mess with a loving, open heart. It's those people that we have to care about, that they also get in touch with their own compassion and wisdom that they also have. Don't take it away from them. Don't think they have none. They're just even more deluded than we are. So instead of hating them, you could think, may they be guided by their love, compassion, and wisdom. That would be an act of thought, a kind act of thought. Whomever you have a problem with, may you be happy, may you be well. It eases your discomfort thinking about that person. Then when we meet the person, the words come out as kind words. Not fake, not hypocritical, not cynical. From the heart. What we would like to hear when we are lost in our confusion. And then kind acts of the body. Well, whatever you can do to help somebody with the body, then you do that. And notice it. This is another thing. Even the smallest thing, notice your acts of kindness. Be aware of them so that they can grow. Start to honor also your efforts that you make to put the brakes on your anger or to restrain addictive impulses. Be aware of extending compassion and helpfulness to others. Honor your determination not to give up, to speak up, to tell your government that they have to change something. The determination not to give up. But do it with enthusiasm and with compassion. Honor your lovingness, your courage, your generosity, your patience, and the willingness to see and even name the truth, whatever is. Speak up if you see an injustice, but listen to the other also what he has to say. Nobody is too small to be kind. Nobody is too poor to be kind. Nobody is too old or too young to be kind. Nobody is not intelligent enough to be kind. An attitude of not wanting to harm. So try to sense the goodness at the core of your being. This fundamental honesty and benevolence. It's there inside of everyone, no matter how obscured. It can feel intimate, impersonal, maybe even sacred. A force, a current, a wellspring in your heart. I am a good person. This is my nature. And I feel comfortable in that nature. Then once we honor and respect our own goodness, even if it's just small acts and even if it's just from time to time, really start concentrating on that. Try to identify with that. It doesn't help when you keep thinking about your negative sides again and again and again and again. It just drags you down, depletes your resources, makes you weak, frustrated, and a horrible person. So once you have nourished and seen your own goodness, then we also see the goodness in others. And recognizing their goodness will help you feel your own. So it goes backwards and forwards. The mirror neurons. We have a tendency to see the negative things in people. So very consciously, very aware, we have to go look for the good. And here again, don't think about the big things. Observe everyday small acts of fairness, kindness, and honorable efforts in others. Try to see the kind of deep sitting wish that we all have, this longing to be decent, to be loving, to contribute, to help rather than to harm. This is the human nature. Sometimes it seems as if others really enjoy harming others, but they're so confused. Then why be angry at them? But even they, you see, everybody can be kind if we give them the opportunity. It's through terrible causes, conditions, education, and even as a Buddhist past lives, that the mind can be distorted and not recognizing it. Try to trust that fact. Everybody prefers to be good. Everybody likes to do a good job. Everybody would rather help than harm. At the core of their being, sometimes I admit, very covered, but deep down, it's there and we can never lose it. So then what can you do in your life, in your daily life? So give over to goodness. Give goodness a chance. Increasingly, let the better parts of your nature be the animating force of your life. In tricky situations or relationships, ask yourself, being a good person, what would be an appropriate action here? What would be the appropriate word? What would be the appropriate thought? And then you can change. Not out of a sense of duty or because you want to be better. But out of a sense, I want to be happy. I want to be good. And as you act from this goodness, let the knowing that you are a good person sink in even more deeply. Just keep thinking it. I am a good person. And now, because we're not the only ones on this planet, may all other beings benefit from that. May whoever hears me, sees me, thinks about me, touches me, may it only be of benefit to them. May I bring goodness into this suffering world. And goodness is not weakness. Goodness is happiness. Goodness includes all, excludes nobody. Goodness recognizes that we all want to be happy and nobody wants to suffer. Okay, so I'm going to, so the meditation is basically finished, but try to keep sitting maybe and so it sinks into you. So what I'll do, some will like it, some will think it's totally childish, it's okay. Then you can just, leave the session. We have like 5 minutes left until 12 o'clock. Next session is at 1, it's about forgiving. So I will put on this loving kindness chant by Ime Oy. And if you want, just keep, listening to it. You can read the words. It's always first about may I be happy and then may others be happy. If it gets on your nerves, then of course, turn it off. Because as I said, at the beginning, it totally got on my nerves. Wait, I have to. Okay. And it will just keep playing until until Anat kind of shuts you off. But now first I have to share the screen. Here. And then maybe I'll see you again at 1, maybe not, but really have a good life, have a good day. May you be able to benefit yourself, and by benefiting yourself, not in a selfish way, but in a way, by benefiting myself, it will benefit others. May you be able to live your life in that kind of spirit. Okay. Can you hear it or not? Okay, great. So I will just listen to it. You, whenever you feel it's enough about, then you shut it off. I think it's really beautiful. And read the words.
Una